that it?
That's it.
A 425, please.
All right, let's see here. Kenny, keep your mask on.
Sorry, we don't take cash.
Okay. 1 second. Let me...
Sorry, we don't take card either.
I'm sorry? What am I supposed to use?
Can you step to the side so you can figure this out?
Can I speak to your manager? No! Excuse me. Do you guys take checks?
We don't need it.
I have the money.
We don't need it.
Okay, what the hell is that? When was that implemented? I don't have that.
Sorry. But we're cashless now. I had to implement the new system just to stay in business.
It's okay, Mom. We don't need it. Let's just go.
I hope you understand. Oh, but hey, if you want to check out Mike's Corner store right up the street, you might have some luck.
Thank you.
More now of our special coverage here tonight, life in the U.S. in 10 years' time. By that time, there may be all kinds of new ways to safeguard and identify all those things that make each of us unique, our faces, even our fingerprints, even our eyes. Here now with more on the future of technology, NBC's Tom Costello.
The year is 2017. You're rushed to a hospital unconscious with no ID or medical history, but thanks to a microchip under your skin, it's all there. Science fiction 20 years ago, but a biometric reality today.
The technology is based on answering one simple question. Am I who I say I am?
Already, fingerprints and iris scans verify passenger identities at airports. Within 10 years, that technology may be even more widespread. And look for more complex facial recognition programs that scan a crowd of thousands looking for a single terrorist. Today's facial recognition software starts with the eyes. Then it maps out the contours of the face and compares that against a database of millions, a database that's growing by the day. What's next? At the University of Bath in England, researchers predict big changes for consumers.
I think it is possible to free us completely of our wallets and keys using biometric technology, if that's what people want in 10 years' time.
In fact, it's already here. The latest home security locks use fingerprints to control deadbolts. And at the Jewel Osco grocery store in Chicago, some customers pay using their fingerprints. No paper or plastic.
You don't really need anything other than your hand, and you already got that with you.
So will future department stores scan our irises, like in the movie Minority Report, then offer products catered to who we are?
Hello, Mr. Yakamoto. Welcome back to the Gap.
Experts say that technology is here now. The challenge is to safeguard our privacy in a brave new world. Tom Costello, NBC News, Alexandria, Virginia.
Pull the needle out, we put a Band-Aid on her and she's chipped.
And just around the next high-tech corner, an electronic chip like this that can be implanted under your kid's skin.
Pope Benedict XVI and his security detail will reportedly begin using RFID technology to begin tracking priests and employees at the Vatican. The move to use the tracking technology comes after the Pope's butler stole sensitive documents from his apartment last year and gave them to the news media. Meanwhile, the Vatican will begin tracking its employees next month.
I had a friend, Nick Rockefeller, okay, who was one of the Rockefeller family, and he, when I was running for governor in Nevada, he came to me, introduced himself to me through an attorney, and we became friends. We started talking about things, and I learned an awful lot from Mr. Rockefeller. And one of the things that we used to talk about was the ultimate plan of the banking industry, what they want to accomplish. The whole agenda is to create a one-world government where everybody has an RFID chip implanted in them. All money is to be in those chips, right? There'll be no more cash. And this is giving me straight from Rockefeller himself. This is what they want to accomplish. And all money will be in your chips. And so instead of having cash, anytime you have money in your chip, they can take out whatever they want to take out whenever they want to. If they say you owe us this much money in taxes, they just deduct it out of your chip digitally.
Total control.
Total control. And if you're like me or you, and you're protesting what they're doing, they can just turn off your chip. And you have nothing. You can't buy foods.
In the 1960s, Professor Jose Delgado took a normally hostile bull and implanted electrodes into its brain. Electrodes that could be activated by a radio transmitter. His objective was to see if stimulation of the bull's midbrain could short-circuit the rage signals, stopping the bull before it reached the matador. After the bull had recovered from the implantation and in mid-charge, the button was pressed. The bull's aggression ceased instantly. A clearer experiment was performed with cats. In this classic example, the hypothalamus, the rhythm maker, was implanted with electrodes. Could it be responsible not just for rhythms, but also for rage? The switch is turned. Then the switch is turned off.
Mark of the beast will be in the hand or in the head. The Neuralink is a chip that gives the human brain the ability to operate and function like a computer. Now, it's not easy to get. You might need $1 billion, but Elon will hook you up. You know, get you all AI ready. You don't even need a phone to make phone calls anymore. You don't have to use computers anymore. This is where the world is going. Motorola said last year They made an announcement in March before I went into Parkland when my second ex-husband had me registered as crazy. Drugs for days. And just alcohol, no Tuesday. But they said it. They made the announcement. Starting 2030, all cell phones will be bio inside your right hand. Chip in your head, chip in your hand. Technology is the mark of the beast. It's very simple.
Ain't no microchips. It's June. Ain't no microchips. It's June.
This is what this bot showed me. I see their right hands with a chip inside. Only I could see it, but it was inside their hands. So when they want to buy it, there was a square, and then they put their hand like this, and then it had teeth, and then you would buy the stuff. It will also say how much you have in your bank, how much you have left in your bank, and how much you spend for this day in this store, and a lot of details. And then I find that there will be no more like phones, like iPad, computer, like gadgets. And there would just be a chip in your hand, and then whenever you want, you just summon a blue screen to pop out on your hand with nothing to support it, and then you can just type, do whatever you want that you want to do with the gadgets, and then I fast forward and type again to a time where they were burning Bibles, and then God just helped me to remember this verse.
Okay, this is weird, but I gotta get it off my mental. I had a dream a couple days ago that the U.S. was like on lockdown and under governmental control, and we also had these like chips in our wrist that were used to like track us and see what we did on a daily basis, and also for us to like go in and out of working. And in the dream, it was me and my child like standing there in line behind all of these people, and all of us were like walking up to the kiosks and like going boop, scan our wrist to go into like labor basically. So I don't know, I guess it was like a labor camp that we were set up in, but it was just very, very odd. So I don't know. I'm just documenting that I had that dream because I don't know, God always talk to me in dreams and show me things. I'm not gonna say that this is gonna happen or whatever, but I do and have been dreaming for a while, as well as my son, that we are gonna have some type of like civil war in this country, and also some type of like stage of a world war, or I don't know, basically something where it's gonna be us versus the Chinese. And very odd, very weird. Personally, I try not to get wrapped up in the scary side of things, but I don't know, I did have that dream, and I just want to let y'all know, just prepare. Have your stuff, like your kits, medical kits and stuff like that. And for all the people that follow me for like labor and delivery content, in the event of an emergency, I am going to share like stuff that pregnant people should have in the event of an emergency. But anyway, I just want to tell y'all about that weird dream I had. Not saying that it's gonna happen, but you can't ever be too safe.
So the military made us get this chip on our wrist. Let me see what it's far. The little star right there. My husband doesn't believe me, so I'm gonna play with it in my hand. No, you don't. Yes, I am. You have to have it in your wrist. So what I can do is connect my debit card to it. Okay. Waiting for your transaction to complete. What the fuck? Yes, you do. He does not believe me. That's why I'm recording. You don't believe me. Give me this. They been had that. You ain't never told me. Baby, wait, you left the bag down here. You don't understand how far technology is coming. So I already signed the paperwork. Yes, we're gonna get one in our baby's wrist, but they can't get it until they're 3 years old.
You ain't Ali. I don't have to be. I am Malcolm X. He's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. I am Malcolm X. He's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. I am Malcolm X. Hey. What is he? I'm saying he's a Hamite. He's a Hamite. Hey, you're a Hamite. Hey, listen up. Now the brother just read in Ezekiel the 9th chapter and the 4th verse about the mark, right? Now you got, listen good, this is from Nathaniel 7, all right? Nathaniel 7 and his cohorts are teaching that we go off when we talk about the mark of the beast. Now what about the mark of the Most High? The Most High don't put a chip in you, right? Right. Well, if you understand the Hebrew or the Greek, you would know that the word in Ezekiel 9 and 4 to 6, when it reads about the mark, the word in the Hebrew is sawah. Right. All right? Now the word sawah from the Hebrew means to desire, listen, to exempt from judgment. So in other words, when you read Ezekiel 9 and 4, the Most High, when you read the first verse, it tells you how the Most High sent out the angels to kill Israelites. But he said the one, matter of fact, read it again. From the first verse? From the first verse. To show you that it's Ezekiel 9 and 1. To show you that it's talking about angels, all right? Ezekiel 9 and 1. He cried also in my ears with a loud voice, saying, cause them that have charge over the city. Those are the angels, all right? Go ahead. To draw near, even every man with his destroying weapon in his head. Go ahead. And behold, 6 men came from the way of the higher gate, which lieth towards the north, and every man a slaughter weapon in his head. These wasn't men, these were angels. When you read the whole story, you see that they're angels, because angels had come in the form of men. Acts the 1st chapter, angels come in the form of men. All right? Go ahead. And one man among them was clothed with linen, with a writer's inkhorn by his side.
He's wearing linen, so it ain't talking about the white man. Go ahead.
And they went in and stood beside the brazen altar. And the glory of the God of Israel was gone up from the cherubim to the cherub, whereupon he was to the threshold of the house. And he called to the man clothed with linen, which had the writer's inkhorn by his side. And the Lord said unto him, go to the midst of the city, to the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations.
So these were Israelites back there that was crying and sighing because these Israelites were worshiping Tammuz and the Queen of Heaven. So this is talking about right now too. All right? Read that part again.
It says, and the Lord said unto him, go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
You had Israelites that was with that abomination.
Right.
So the mark that was set on them was from the Hebrew word sawah, which means to be exempt from judgment.
Right.
So when the angels went with their killing weapons to kill Israel, there were certain guys that had a mark. So the Most High said, mark that guy, mark this guy, mark that guy. So when you go kill him, don't kill that one, don't kill that one, don't kill this one, don't kill that one, because they're exempt from judgment. Because why? Because they were sighing and crying for all the abomination that was done in the midst thereof. They wasn't with it. All right? Go ahead.
And to the others, he said.
And to the ones that wasn't sighing, the ones that was with it, go ahead.
And to the others, he said in mine hearing, go ye after him through the city, and smite.
Talking about Israelites. Go ahead.
Let not your eyes spare.
Go ahead.
Neither have you pity. Slay utterly old and young, both maids and little children and women.
Yeah, because when you read the scriptures, the worshiping, weeping the Tammuz, them women were mainly in it. They were the ones that made the cakes to the Queen of Heaven in Jeremiah. So that's why he specified and women. Make sure you get them women.
Right.
Go ahead.
But come not near any man upon whom is the mark.
What was the mark? He's exempt from judgment. He's exempt from judgment.
That's right.
He's exempt from judgment. Don't touch them guys.
Right.
Because they wasn't with this bullshit. All right? So now these guys, Nathaniel 7, them clowns down in the desert of Brooklyn, talking about, oh, well, that mark in Revelation, you said it's a chip that they put in you. Well, what about the Most High? That's a whole different Hebrew word. It's a different mark. Actually, it's from the Greek word, charagma, from the Greek, which means a stamp, an imprinted mark, right?
Yeah.
As a mark branded on a horse, to carve, to cut in.
Where is that again?
Excuse me?
Where was that?
What's that?
What's
the word, okay, the word is from a Greek word. When you read, matter of fact, go to Revelation 13 and 16. Matter of fact, read this whole list of scriptures. Revelation 13, 16, jump to 17. Revelation 14, 8 to 9. Revelation, get these scriptures. Revelation 14, 11 on down. Revelation 15, 1 and 2. Revelation 16, 2 to about 4. Revelation 19, 20. Read a couple of verses in there. Revelation 24, and read a couple of verses in there. All right? Anytime these scriptures that I called out, if everybody got it, it's all going to use that word mark. And when you go into the Greek, the word there, like I said, is charagma. All right? Like I said, I'm going to say it again. A stamp, an imprinted mark, as a mark branded on a horse, to carve, to cut in.
Revelation 13 and 16, right?
Yeah, read loud.
Revelation 13 and 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name.
That's plain. What verse you in?
17.
All right, now go from there. We don't got to read on. Go to the 14th chapter, 8 and the 9th verse. Go ahead.
14 and 8. I got it. 14 and 8. Revelation 14 and 8. And there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen. It's fallen. That great city.
We don't got to tell you who Babylon is. Go ahead.
Because she made all nations drink of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the third angel follows them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
Now listen, this is going to show you. Now these stupid idiots, Nathaniel 7 and his clowns, they teaching that, oh, the mark is when you follow the ways of Esau. Read on. Read
if any man worship the beast and his image and receive his mark in his forehead.
Read again. Read again.
It says, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast.
That's the worshiping part. That when you follow this
right.
man's system, all right? Go ahead.
And his image.
And his image. Like if you become a cop, because eventually they're going to have them cops are going to get that mark.
Yeah, for the
all right?
smart gun.
And his image. That's the worshiping part.
The smart gun.
But it goes deeper than that. Once you worship them and follow them, there's another thing you got to do to prove that you worship them and follow them. Go ahead. Loyalty. Go ahead.
And receive his mark.
And receive his mark.
Exactly.
Charagma, to stamp, to imprint, to cut in. So it's something that they actually going to put in you, different from Ezekiel 9 and 4, mark meaning thawa, meaning to be exempt from judgment.
Right.
All right.
Brother, dictionary. Yeah, brother. This is Mark.
So that's why nobody. That's why down there in the desert of Brooklyn. That's why they pass by. They don't listen to your stupid ass. All right. And then you would never come out here because you don't want this heat up here, man.
Right.
You don't want this heat up here. You want to stay in that nice area of Brooklyn where people walk by you like you fucking half crazy.
Right.
You want to come out here in the battlefield where the heat is at.
Right. That's right. That's right.
All right. Go ahead. That's why we getting on your ass, man.
Yeah.
And that's why we calling your name. You and Barack Shah talking about you got your fucking house in order. I'm gonna see how much your house is gonna be in order when they start issuing them chips on your ass and your children. Right. I'm gonna see how much in order you are. Now, if you're a man of the Lord, you don't have to worry about that. All right. Go ahead.
Go straight to the main point.